Oh, boy.
Will we need a jacket this weekend?
This weekend? No, it's going to be, you're going to be awfully disappointed if you're wearing that.
Leave it at home.
Leave it at home.
All
Leave it at your desk. It's always freezing in here, Tiffany.
Is.
So you'll be okay.
That is true.
We will be dodging the showers and storms this weekend. Tomorrow, though, guys, when you wake up, it's going to be so much different than today. All right, couple public service announcements first. A lot of people sneezing and sniffling. Well, this is the joyous time of year. Boy, tree and grass pollen, we get both now for a little bit. That tree pollen is going to start to go away. The grass pollen really taking over, but it will be in the high category tomorrow, especially if we stay dry through the morning and midday hours like I'm expecting. And the other public service announcement, if you live near the lakeshore, the midges have hatched. Someone woke them up, and they are all over the place. And you actually see them on radar, these little darker shades. This is all ground clutter, typical for nighttime. But you see these darker shades heading into Lake County. I was down in the gym earlier, and they were all over the windows just watching. They're so supportive down there, I'll tell you. But yeah, if you're coming up to Lakeshore, perhaps you're watching, just moved to Ohio, come up to Cleveland, folks. We are covered in midges right now. It is really something to behold. All right, once they do their thing, they're done. 60s outside tonight. We're increasing that humidity by the hour. Notice the warmth down to our south there. We're still at 80 in Louisville or 79, 80 in St. Louis. This heat is just south of us, and it is inching its way in our direction. And again, it's going to be notably different for your Saturday. So let's talk storm chances. We talked about this beginning of the show. We've got this boundary off to the north, warm front lifting northward as well. Have some shower and thunderstorm activity out over Lake Michigan. If you're a radar tracker, this should track off to the north. We'll keep an eye on it. But what we're watching for tomorrow's activity is what we have in areas of Missouri right now. Area of energy pushing into this. This same area of energy we'll watch translate into Indiana and then eventually Ohio tomorrow afternoon. Should start to weaken, but then it'll hit that daytime heating, and we'll see, I think, some pretty decent development of some of these storms, which could be strong to severe tomorrow afternoon. So let's take you hour by hour. We're in the upper 60s to start tomorrow. That's not where we are right now. So we go up in temps tonight. Look at this, 87 perhaps says our model in the Cleveland area, mid to upper 80s down to the south. This is at 2 o'clock, and by 2 o'clock we get that daytime heating, and that just sets off the atmosphere. We should have some showers and thunderstorms around. Most hours are going to be dry. These should be passing, but they could be potent given how much energy we have up above us. I think damaging winds and some hail is our primary threat. Good news is most of that clears out by Saturday evening, hoping this model is pretty consistent. If we get them out of here, should have a pretty nice night. It'll remain muggy for your Saturday evening plans. And then Sunday, that same boundary comes back down to the south. So we're going to turn a little bit cooler throughout the day, perhaps a round of storms early and then another one later as that boundary continues to slowly sink down to the south. We will have some dry hours in between, but keep the umbrella handy and keep that radar app handy as well, as we're going to have those bouts and rounds of showers and storms throughout the weekend. And then look at this. Sunday night, pretty confident in this forecast. We do sink that boundary down to the south. We become cool, kind of like we were today, and very stable for your Memorial Day itself. So the Tribe game tomorrow, it's a 4:10 first pitch there, 80s, hot and humid, and we'll be watching the thunderstorms develop during that time frame. In terms of humidity, we're back to it tomorrow and Sunday. Look at Monday, though. We're back in the comfortable category. That boundary sinks down to the south. Once you know it, goes back off to the north Tuesday, Wednesday. We're back into the heat and humidity, and then I think we finally clear this whole pattern out by next weekend. Let's put it all together for you with the Universal Windows Direct 10-day forecasts. I got 87 on the board tomorrow, a little bit cooler on Sunday, equal rain chances both days. Monday looks great if you have morning parade festivities or anything like that for Memorial Day. Obviously, we are looking comfortable, and then we're up to 86 on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we cool down, finally heading on into next weekend. We'll be back with sports after the break.